Hey everyone, it's Brian with Gold Arrow Fitness, and welcome to the 2016 Holiday Fireside Chat. So unless you've been living under a rock the last few days or weeks, you probably noticed that there's a lot of calories around the holiday season. So this could be either at like a work Christmas party or a holiday party or a family get-together. There's just a lot of extra fats and sugars and just food in general. I'm just going to give you a few tips on how to keep the calories down during the holiday season. Tip number 1, try to eat something before you go to these holiday gatherings. So when you get there, there's probably going to be a bunch of treats and goodies and sweets and all that. So if you don't go there like on an empty stomach, just feeling really hungry, you're probably not going to eat as many calories when you're there. Tip number 2, while you're there talking and conversation, don't stand by the food. When you stand by the food, it allows you just to kind of pick and munch and just eat unconsciously. Tip number 3, when you have the choice of a big plate and a small plate, pick the small plate. You can fit less food on there, plus it'll psychologically make you feel like you're getting more just because of how big the food is relative to your plate. Number 4, drink lots of water or some sort of low-calorie beverage while you're eating. That'll make you feel more full and less likely to fill up on higher calorie foods. Next, you want to just let your food settle for a little bit. Don't just pile as much food in your mouth as you can. Even though it's really delicious, just give it a chance to settle before going back for more. And the final tip, track as you go. Use a food app like Lose It, that's my favorite. It's free, and if you tally up your calories as you go or just make your best educated guess, you're much less likely to continue on and overeat. Good morning, all you YouTubers or interwebers, Instagrammers, Pinteresters, Tweeters, Google Plusers. Alright, I think that's all the social media I do. Anyways, it's 1 week since I did my initial weigh-in. I'm on my little thing to lose 10 pounds in 5 weeks. So I'm gonna do my weigh-in. I do my weigh-in once a week. It's first thing in the morning, right when I wake up. I wear the same thing pretty much. So as you could see from my graph in the last episode, I don't expect it to always be like 2 pounds. My calories are set up for me to lose 2 pounds, but I'm not gonna expect just a 2-pound loss every week. So I'm really not going to put too much stock in this weigh-in. I just want to weigh myself to see if I'm generally on the right path, which I believe I am, but this is just going to validate my plan. So here we go. Alright, so I feel like I need like a drum roll here. Sporting the Puma socks this week. Okay, so that was 2.4 pounds. A little over the 2 pounds that I was going for, but that's okay because I know every week I'm not going to be able to lose 2 pounds. Sometimes I'll lose a little under, but the goal is after the 5 weeks is to lose a total of 10 pounds. So I'm going to stick with my plan. My weigh-in validated my plan. Again, I'm not going to put too much stock into all the weekly weigh-ins, but I'm on pace as of right now. We all know my plan is to lose 10 pounds over a 5-week period. It is so vitally important that you track this and this is systematic, okay? If you are just like trying to wing it, the chances of you achieving your goal of weight loss is very slim. Okay, so I use an app called Lose It. Other people use different apps. MyFitnessPal is another popular one. But I like Lose It because it's pretty simple, pretty intuitive. And I'm just going to show you some basic features real quick, nothing too in-depth, of what I do to track my weight loss. Okay, I'm just going to bring up a pen here and just show you some different parts of the screen. So this is kind of like the home screen that you see now. See how it says My Day in the navigation up top? This tells me how many calories I've had so far today and where I'm at in relation to my budget. I have a 1,600 calorie budget per day. I know in the previous blog I said I was going to eat 1,800 a day. This accounts for 200 calories worth of exercise. Over down here it tells you how you've done on previous days of this week. You can see here at the bottom what day it is of the week. Okay, moving on to the next screen. So if you click on nutrients right here, it'll take you to this next screen. Okay, and this gives you a breakdown of your macronutrients. So right now, these are my carbohydrates that I've had as a percentage of my total calories. This is my protein, and this is my fat as a percentage of total calories. So you're going to want your carbs to be at around half. You want your fat to be between 10 and 30%, and then protein to be between 15 and 30%. So I still have to do a protein shake today, so I should be okay there. Okay. Next screen. So if you go in the navigation over to log, as you see here, this gives you the specific foods that you've had today. As you can see, I had my typical coffee for breakfast and my creamer. I had some chocolate chips, and every time you enter something in, it just adds it to your total. You got your budget here. Right here is how many calories you've had for that day. Here it'll say whether you are over or under your total budget. And then to get into how to add a food in, okay, so you see right down here this plus symbol in the bottom right corner. You tap that, that'll take you to this next screen, and then it says add entry to log right here. So you can select breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. Right here it allows you to add exercise, and here it allows you to record your weight. So I'm just going to select one of those. Okay, and now there's different ways you can enter. So I'll bring the pen up again. You can search foods. You can go to My Foods, which is foods you've previously consumed. Meals, which are meals you previously consumed. Recipes are things that you've entered. What I tend to do a lot is scan a food item, so you can either press here or down in the corner here, and that brings up a barcode that you're able to scan different food with. So this is an excellent fast way to add food into your food log, and I'm going to take you to the next screen and show you what that looks like. So once you hit scan, that brings up this, and you can see this little red line across the screen, and you want to put that on the barcode of whatever you're eating. Alright, so once you scan it, it'll come up here what you scanned, and this was peanuts. It gives you some different options of how much you ate. You can enter ounces, grams. It really depends on the food, but you got your calories, obviously your fat, carbs, protein, and then once you're done, you just click save, and it adds it right to your food log. So it's extremely simple, and I suggest using Lose It or some sort of app to track your calories. And this is what I'm going to continue to do until I lose the 10 pounds over 5 weeks. Is it impossible to achieve your fitness goals? Have you tried and failed over and over again? Don't feel bad. Millions of people can relate, but what most don't realize is that the main reason for this is the inability to change behavior, and that's why Gold Arrow has introduced fitness consulting. What is fitness consulting? It's having professional guidance through one of the most difficult endeavors that you will attempt. Consultants are more than just coaches and give you much more than just a plan. They provide knowledge, support, and techniques to get you through the barriers that have held you back. An app called Lose It is the key tool that connects you to your fitness consultant, making sure you are never alone. If you're serious about finally breaking through barriers and living out your vision, go to goldarrowfitness.com and click on Fitness Consulting. In the meantime, subscribe to Gold Arrow Fitness on YouTube for free content, workouts, recipes, and fitness tips. There's no better time than right now to start living your vision that you have for yourself. Join Gold Arrow Fitness and take the first step to a healthier you.